For the last fortnight, the forum's been filled with the sights and sounds of science. Everything from models of ancient fossils to plant research and planetary exploration. It's all part of the first ever Norwich Science Festival, which aims to inspire the next generation of boffins.
After this, I kind of want to find more about information about the bugs and all that kind of stuff, and nature.
It gives a lot of range of ages to actually experience what everyday science is like.
I watched the planetarium and now I'm a lot more interested in space.
The festival comes as our city's reputation in the world of science continues to grow, especially with the hard work being done here at the Norwich Research Park.
Norwich is very well known nationally and internationally. There is, I think that people would associate Norwich with certainly agricultural science, and now that I think that's broadening out, there is individuals and institutes which would be known if you go to a scientific conference throughout the world, and they would associate us with being world leading here.
In all, the park, which includes the Earlham Institute, the John Innes Centre and the Sainsbury Laboratory, employs 3,000 researchers and spends more than £100 million on its work every year. In 2012, 16 businesses were based here, a number that's now grown to 62. Meanwhile, the University of East Anglia ranks 10th in the UK for its scientific efforts, and its work is backed by around £13 million every year from research bodies and the European Commission. And it's that link to the EU that's now cause for concern. After the country voted for Brexit in June, big names in science are worried for the future.
In my view, the decision for Brexit is likely to be disastrous. The government boasts about our Nobel Prize winners, but we may not have any in 10 years' time, because frankly, those depend on people working in collaboration, mostly from Europe. And I'm very concerned about that. I'm very concerned about the fact that we're not going to attract the right students from overseas who've been the backbone of British science. And it's very clear that our funding is going to be massively reduced.
Those who supported Brexit insist leaving the EU won't limit funding or stop scientists coming to the UK to boost their research. The work at the Earlham Institute will certainly continue, though, from the supercomputers crunching complex data to the researchers grafting in the labs. And their hope is to see some of these young people alongside them in a few years' time, unlocking the secrets of science from right on our doorstep. Mark Summers, Mustard TV, Norwich.